on Saturday with Stenhousemuir, isn't there?
Yeah, disappointing. I thought the first half performance was pretty good. I think we had 2 chances, didn't we, to go in front. Never quite happened. We've got to try and maximise our home fixtures and form. I think the form's been overall quite good at home, but we just need to turn these draws into wins. Obviously we're undefeated at home, aren't we? But we need to try and get these points at home, because obviously we're on a grass pitch and that's where we've got to maximise it.
And the grass pitch, that's your preference, obviously. I mean, you've talked about
it's
that.
Everybody's preference.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it makes how big a difference can that make in the fact you've got a good quality pitch here?
It's massive. It's massive for us. And you know, football should be played in grass. Obviously, I'm not used to it coming from down south and coming up. Obviously, it's something that's happened to you for quite a long time. I'm not used to it. I don't like games on it. I don't like managing on it. I don't like playing in it, even though I never played in it when I was we played in red ash pitches when we were kids. Not quite the plastic. So no, I'm not all over it. So we've got to maximise our home form and get and play the matches on the grass.
There were some reports that you were in for a striker on loan. Have you got any update on that at all?
It's ongoing, getting close. We're hoping to get him in by the weekend.
Steny obviously came up as champions, but they haven't found it easy, have they? I mean, what's your thoughts ahead of coming?
Well, they're above us in the league, aren't they? They're above us in the league. If we can beat them, we'll go above them. They're a high-scoring team. We're a low-scoring team. They've scored a lot of goals in the division, and they've conceded quite a few as well. So, you know, as I said, it's going to be a tough match for us. But we're at home, and we're expecting to win.
Talking about goals, Nolan showed his quality with his finish against Cove. Do you think he's capable of showing even more once he gets settled in properly?
Yeah, I think he's done well in the last couple of games. It's his debut in it, and it's his first goal. It's fantastic for him. He's only a young boy, 18. I put him on the left side of the pitch, which I'm not quite sure if he's ever been there before. So he made a massive impact for us in the last game. And yeah, he's done well in the 2 games that he's appeared in, and hopefully that continues at the weekend.
Apart from the obvious winning games, I mean, what do you think needs to happen for the squad to start putting a run together?
Well, if we don't score goals, we're not going to win, are we? It's clear, isn't it? So that's what we need to do. I think we've had a lot of good build-up play. The middle of the pitch has been good. It's just the final third, which is it's the most. It's a difficult part of the game, isn't it? And I think a lot of teams struggle to score goals. Although we did reasonably well enough last year in scoring goals, I think this has been a wee bit of a struggle. So that's the part that we need to be better at.
What's your team used?
I think everybody's available, more or less. Obviously, the lad who's got a punctured lung and broken ribs is on the mend, but not quite ready. He'll be another 6 weeks, I would think. Keith Bray's missed training all week, so he'll be out. He's had illness, and obviously Ethan's got his ongoing health problems, so he's not available. Other than that, Paul will be back in the squad. He's available, so in the main, maybe 2 or 3 missing, but the rest are available.
Duncan, your entry on the league table looks interesting. As much as you won 1, drawn 5, lost just 1, it's not very often you see that kind of distribution.
No, same last year, wasn't it? We had a plus goal difference, but yet we ended up going down the division. So yeah, but we don't get beat. We don't lose games. I think in the league in 12 months. I think it's in 12 months since I've been here. I think we lost 10 games in a year in the league. So we don't lose a lot of games, but we need to win games, don't we? Obviously, as I said, that part is sticking the ball in the net. Where you're going to win a game.
And the other part of that line in the league table reads, after 7 games, scored 6, conceded only 6. I mean, that's very low, isn't it? In both categories.
That's right. I think since we've come in, I think we'd one of the best defensive records in the Championship last year, if not the second best. I think we've got another good defensive record this season. Our defence has been magnificent since I've been in here. Absolutely. We've had a lot of clean sheets. They've done brilliant, and we were reasonably all right in the goals scored last year. But this year we've just kind of dropped off a wee bit. But that can all change on Saturday. It's a very tight league. There's not a lot of points in it either way, and hopefully we can score a few at home on Saturday.
So you seem to be saying that you're quite happy with the way the defence is working out, but on the other hand, up front, there needs to be more bite. I think
we're looking for improvement all over the pitch. But of course, the record is there for all to see. Defensively, we've been very, very good. And in the main, last year we were good in scoring goals. We can be better, and I think this year we can be better in the final third. And that's what we're looking to be on Saturday.
That's grand, thank you.
Thank you.
The lad you're after, Duncan, is it? Can you obviously can't name him at this point, can you? Or can you?
Oh, I can name him. I just choose not to name him.
Yeah, no.
Because then somebody else will come in for
I
it.
was just going to say, is it a player from south of the border, or is it a young lad? Is it an
Well,
older?
we can't. It's not because he's on loan, so it's north of the border. It's got to be for a Scottish team, isn't it?
Aye, okay, yeah.
So he's a Scottish lad. We've been in negotiations for quite a long time now, and we're hoping that he's going to pick Inverness. He's a very, very good player, and he'll get game time here. So that's why we're in. Maybe hopefully ahead of the rest that we're going to make sure that he gets into your team, and he'll start the games. So we're getting closer. We're hoping to get it done this afternoon if we can, and he'll come in for the weekend.
Are you up against like championship clubs that are in?
3 or 4 championship clubs are in for him.
Yeah. So it's tough on that front, but as you say, you can give him games. So
I can give him games, aye. As long as he's good, he'll play.
Aye.
James Graham, another one that you've got training with you at all, or is that?
Yes, he was in. He came in, and we gave him 2 or 3 days, but we never pursued it.
Sure. And obviously up against a former teammate on Saturday, and Gary Naismith as well. You played with each other about 20 years ago at Everton, but funny how,
I didn't even think about that. You just reminded me.
funny how football works, that how you're coming up against each other. All these years later. In Inverness.
Yeah, I remember him. He's a good player, very good player. He come into Everton, and good full back, committed, and I think he's done well in his coaching. I think he's had quite a few jobs at quite a young age. So yeah, it was nice to see him at the weekend.